You know that insufferable cop, Officer Dunn, the one who said he was called all sorts of terrible names on the basis of race? He had no evidence of this whatsoever. Cameras all over the place that day, zillions of hours of video, but no, we never found any evidence of the dubious events he's describing. So Officer Dunn has something to say about enemies of the state. He says that the people at the Capitol, the people who stole Pelosi's lectern, were much, much worse than the BLM rioters who burned the country down.
First Amendment protests is what this country is about. The First Amendment, the Constitution, like, that's the democracy of it. But once you start attacking people, attacking things, then that's wrong. And you know what? That goes to the riots this summer. They were wrong. If you peacefully protest, then sure. But the riots and the violence and the damage this summer, they were wrong. They were wrong. And that's the exact same thing that happened at the Capitol. But their goal was to overthrow democracy, which is a bigger threat to America.
Wow, big of you to say that killing dozens of people and burning down businesses and homes and courthouses, big of you to say that that's wrong. Hey, look, I'm a reasonable guy, okay? I think killing dozens of people is wrong. Oh, thanks, man. Okay, I'm glad we can at least agree on that. But that's the exact same thing that happened at the Capitol. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're not even close. Burning down city after city after city, killing person after person after person, burning down police station after federal courthouse, stealing property after property after property, and threatening to do it again with the explicit support of members of the Democrat Congress and Senate and the sitting vice president now. That is not the same as making a mess of Nancy Pelosi's desk. It's not. It's not even close. They are completely incomparable events. And yet, we're now being, not only is he saying they're the same, he's actually then later saying what happened at the Capitol is worse because they want to overthrow democracy. Burning down a courthouse, that's federal courthouse, that's not overthrowing democracy. Burning down the symbol of the justice system, that's not overthrowing democracy. But jumping up and down with a horn hat on, that is pathetic. So what are we going to do about it? We're just going to complain, right? That's what we're going to do. I think the only people who are doing their job in this entire fiasco, and I hate to toot my own horn, but it's those of us on the communicator side of it. It's those of us in the conservative media. It's those and I'm not saying, look, I think it'd be much better if legislators were actually taking action, or judges were taking action, or people with real hard political power were taking action. But all we can do, if you have a microphone, all you can do is call attention to this stuff that the mainstream media won't talk about. All you can do is call attention to not only what's happening in the news, but what that relates to from a philosophical perspective, from an historical perspective. You can provide context. You can lay out the plan of what to do. But if you're not sitting in Congress, if you're not sitting in the Senate, if you're not a legislator, if you're not in the bureaucracy, if you're not a judge, then you don't have that hard political power to do something. So do something. Do something, guys. Yo, I need you to subscribe to my show. Not just here on YouTube, I appreciate that, but I need you right now, before you move on, I know there's going to be more videos, go to Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, type in The Michael Knowles Show, click that subscribe button, maybe leave a 5-star review if you wouldn't mind. Really, really appreciate it. Helps us overcome some of the shenanigans from big tech. We'll see you next time.